You might not remember learning how to speak, but you do speak fluently now, don't you? And just as your first words once wobbled, like newborn colts, unsure, shaky, now your voice, your throat, stands tall, certain, bold. And maybe you've wondered, what would it feel like to speak with uncompromising certainty? To let every syllable carry the weight of who you are, as if each word were sculpted from purpose, not for approval, no, but for impact. Because right now, yes, right now, you're focusing on combining all of these beliefs, ideas, concepts, and installing them unconsciously as your new belief system, your new operating system. So let's begin with a paradox. The louder you speak your truth, the more silence you command. It's curious, isn't it? For example, imagine a room full of noise, chatter, chaos, contradiction. And one voice, calm and resonant, slices through. It doesn't shout, it claims. It doesn't demand, it declares. That voice is yours. Because the belief is now yours. I speak. I'm heard. I matter. While you're remembering that, let's reframe failure. What if what you called failure was really precision-guided feedback? A compass with a crooked smile pointing towards your next evolution. Do you know the difference between fear and excitement? Biochemically, none. It's all perception. So what if you feel the rush in your stomach, not as panic, but as the drum roll of destiny? Could you see how fear becomes the fuel? You're focusing now. You may not know how fast this change is happening. You may not even notice how naturally you're absorbing it, until one day you hear yourself speak and think, that is power. Let's talk certainty. Certainty is not the absence of doubt. It's the command of presence. A tree does not ask the wind permission to remain standing. You don't need permission to speak, because your voice is not an option. It's an expression of being. I'm outspoken. I speak out. I speak my truth with certainty. Let that loop. Now here's a loop within a loop. Let's say there's a person who hesitated to speak up. They had ideas, brilliant ones, but feared confrontation. But then they realized silence is a confrontation with regret. And so they spoke, not perfectly, but honestly. And everything shifted. The world leaned in, just like now. The world will lean into you. So what beliefs support this outspoken identity? Let's embed them now, effortlessly, through metaphor and rhythm. You are a tuning fork of truth. Your resonance clarifies dissonance. Your certainty bends reality. Your courage is contagious. Your authenticity magnetizes allies. Your clarity slices through illusion. Your voice, it's not just yours. It's the anthem of the future echoing through the now. You don't find confidence, you generate it. It's a state, not a trait. An action, not a waiting room. The more you speak, the more natural it feels. The more you act, the less you fear. And the more you practice speaking your truth, the more your truth reshapes your world. You can start to see it now, can't you? Multiple examples swirl. The leader in the boardroom who changes the trajectory of a company with 5 bold words. The teacher who challenges dogma with one honest question. The artist who posts their deepest fears and becomes the voice of a generation. The child who says no for the first time and reclaims their sovereignty. That child could be you. That leader is you. That artist has always been you. You are the voice that you've been waiting to hear. As you listen now, noticing how the rhythm of these words mimic the rhythm of your breath, you begin to realize being outspoken isn't an act, it's a remembering, a return to yourself, because beliefs shape behaviour, and behaviour becomes identity. And your identity is that of an outspoken, courageous, clear, radiant communicator. I speak clearly. I speak boldly. I speak and people listen. These affirmations, they're not wishes. They're recognitions. Each repetition is a reality generator. You can feel it now, can't you? The emotion stirring in your chest, the certainty sharpening in your gaze, the posture straightening without effort. You're aligning. Your physiology is your psychology embodied. And that's the trick. Or is it the truth? You don't become outspoken, you unveil it. You don't manufacture courage, you remember it. You don't wait to be ready, you act and become. Let's confuse what you think you know. Because when you forget the old patterns, you remember the truth. And the truth is this. You have nothing to prove. You have something to express. And expression is freedom. Imagine yourself in a conversation. You say exactly what you think, not out of rudeness, but resonance. You feel no tension in your chest, just clarity. The other person blinks, surprised, then nods. Understanding. That's influence. Another loop begins. Imagine you're in a room full of strangers. You speak first. You ask the questions that others are afraid to. You offer a new angle. They listen. Not because you're louder, but because you're real. That's charisma. And again, you're at a crossroads. A tough conversation. You breathe, center, and speak the uncomfortable truth. The air shifts. Respect blooms. That is leadership. It all starts from here, now, this moment, where these beliefs install themselves like seeds of certainty, sinking deeper, rooting stronger, blooming into unstoppable expression. So go ahead, speak, live, lead. Let your voice become the symphony of your soul. Because the time for silence has ended. You're not learning how to be outspoken, you're remembering you always were.